High in the mountains there was a village. It was small and very peaceful. The people knew each other well. They helped each other. The village was surrounded by many trees. The trees kept them warm in the winter. They gave them wood for their fires. Life was good in the village. The people were happy. They were content. One year, winter came early. Snow fell hard. It covered the village. It covered the mountains. The paths were blocked. The villagers were unprepared for such an early and intense winter. The snow piled up quickly, creating a thick white blanket over everything. The once bustling village was now eerily quiet, with only the sound of the wind howling through the empty streets. No one could get in or out. The villagers were trapped. The heavy snowfall had cut off all access to the outside world. Roads were impassable, and communication lines were down. The isolation was complete, and the villagers had to rely on each other for survival. Food started to run low. The village stores' shelves were quickly emptying, and the villagers grew anxious. They had not anticipated such a prolonged period of isolation. Rationing became necessary, and every meal was carefully planned to make the supplies last as long as possible. The village elder called a meeting. Her name was Esme. She had lived through many winters and knew the importance of community in times of crisis. Her presence brought a sense of calm and hope to the worried villagers. She was wise and kind. Esme had a way of making everyone feel heard and valued. Her wisdom was a beacon of light in the dark, cold winter. She reminded the villagers of their strength and resilience. Village elder, as Esme, we need to work together. Esme's words resonated with everyone. They knew that their survival depended on their unity and cooperation. The villagers began to organize themselves, each person contributing in whatever way they could. Together, they faced the harsh winter with determination and hope. Kian was a young man in the village. He had always been known for his strength and speed, qualities that set him apart from others. Despite the harsh winter conditions, Kian believed he could handle any challenge that came his way. He was strong and fast. His physical abilities were unmatched, and he took pride in his independence. Kian often thought that relying on others was a sign of weakness. He thought he could do everything himself. His confidence sometimes bordered on arrogance, but he was determined to prove his self-sufficiency.
I don't need help. Kian's voice was firm and resolute whenever anyone offered assistance.
Kian tried to clear a path to the forest. The snow was thick and unyielding, but he was determined to reach his goal. He wanted to find food. The village was running low on supplies, and Kian felt it was his responsibility to help. But the snow was too deep. He worked all day. The more he shoveled, the more it seemed to pile up, making his task feel endless. He was tired and hungry. His muscles ached, and his stomach growled, but he refused to give up. Asher and Sammy saw Kian. They had been watching him struggle from a distance, concerned for his well-being. They were younger than him. Despite their age, they understood the value of working together and the strength that comes from unity. But they knew the importance of teamwork. They had learned from their elders that no one should face challenges alone, especially in such harsh conditions. They came to help Kian. Together, they made quick work of the snow, showing Kian that sometimes accepting help is the strongest thing you can do. Together, they cleared the path. They worked hard. They helped each other. They reached the forest. They found food. The villagers knew that their strength lay in their unity. Each person had a role to play, and they did so with dedication and heart. The forest was dense, but their determination was stronger. They gathered fruits, roots, and herbs, ensuring everyone had enough to eat.
I learned a lesson that day. Unity is strength. The elders' words resonated deeply with me. In times of hardship, it is our collective effort that sees us through. Alone we may falter, but together we are unstoppable. The wisdom shared by our elders is a guiding light for us all.
He was grateful for Asher and Sammy. They saved him. Their selflessness was a testament to the spirit of the village. In moments of crisis, they stepped up without hesitation. Their actions reminded everyone of the importance of looking out for one another. The village survived the winter. They had little food. The cold was harsh, and the nights were long, but their spirits remained unbroken. They shared what little they had, ensuring no one went hungry. Their resilience was a beacon of hope. But they had each other. They had unity. and unity is strength. In the face of adversity, their bond grew stronger. They knew that as long as they stood together, they could overcome any challenge. Their unity was their greatest asset, and it was this unity that saw them through the toughest times.